and gentlemen, Sir Anthony Hopkins.
I became an actor really by accident. I was born in Port Talbot, South Wales. Not the best student in the world as a schoolboy. And just by chance I got a scholarship to the College of Music and Drama in Cardiff in 1955. And it was a real fluke. I'd never acted before. I remember the principal was Raymond Edwards, and I learned a piece from Othello. And it was the bedroom scene where I killed Desdemona. I didn't know, I'd never even read the play. But I sort of had to look at it, because I wasn't a good student. And I did this full of, you know, sound and fury. So much so that the principal at the end, he said, Raymond Edwards, he said, "Do you want to sit down? Are you all right?" And he said, "Well, it's very good." He said, and I got a scholarship. And I spent 2 years there until 57 and so on and so forth. I got an audition for RADA. I thought I'd better get some proper training because at the Welsh College I was too young really to take in much information. Went to the Royal Academy and then I was very fortunate. I came out in 63, went to Leicester, Phoenix Theatre, Liverpool, and then the National Theatre with Laurence Olivier. And you know, it was a great time with Albert Finney and Maggie Smith and all those people. One afternoon, my agent phoned up. He said, "I'm going to send a script over. Where are you?" I said, "I'm in the dressing room." He said, "I'm going to send a script. It's called Silence of the Lambs." I said, "Oh, yeah, what's the kiddies' story? It's a children's story." He said, "No, it's with Jodie Foster." I said, "Oh, that's good. It's Jonathan Demme." I said, "Yeah." "Oh, what is it, a kid's story?" He said, "No, no." So why don't you read the part of Dr. Lecter? And I got the script. It came over that afternoon, and it was a Friday afternoon. I always used to go to the theatre early just to get away, and I started reading the script, and after 10 pages I thought, I can't read anymore, because the part was so powerful. So I phoned my agent and I said, "Is this an offer?" He said, "I don't know." I said, "I won't read anymore till I know." He phoned me back 2 hours later. He said, "Jonathan Demme is coming to see you. It is an offer." And I read the part, and I knew it was going to be a life changer. I didn't know why. I understand these people for some reason. I'm not like it. But I understand the guy at the top of the stairs, that invisible presence. As I understand Hitchcock, I don't know what that's about, but I do understand that kind of character. And so I started reading it and going over it and went to America and we started filming and had a wonderful time. And I knew that my instinct was right. I didn't want to analyze it. I remember the first day we were filming, and Jodie had been filming about 5 weeks before me, and I remember arriving in Lecter's cell, you know, and Jonathan saying, "So we're going to have the camera move down the corridor, Jodie's point of view, and so on and so forth, Clarice. So how do you want to be seen? Do you want to be sketching or lying on the bed?" I said, "No, I'd just like to be standing in the center of the cell." He said, "Why?" "I can smell her coming down the corridor." He said, "You're weird."
Hello and welcome back, and I am delighted to be joined by our Best Actor winner, Anthony Hopkins. Congratulations, Sir Anthony. How are you doing?
Thank you.
Do you come with your own? Ah, right. I was going to ask if you travel everywhere with your own cheering squad.
Yes, I do. Always have to have them, keep my morale.
Absolutely.
We're in West Wales on a holiday, so.
Oh, lovely. Well, I mean, congratulations. This was, I think, your 8th BAFTA nomination. Your first was for The Lion in Winter in 1969. You even got the fellowship in 2008. And, you know, the fellowship is usually a sign that you've done enough in your career, that you're established, you're solid, and you've kept on going amazingly. I mean, what is it that you still love about acting?
Keeps me out of trouble. Keeps me off. It does. I don't know. I don't want to sound heavy about it, but it's the only thing I know how to do. I don't know how I became an actor. I had no intention of doing anything really, but it's something that's part of my blood now. I think I enjoy it. It's a way of. I keep it simple. I love it. It's a great life.
Fellow members, may I suggest that you welcome the finest actor of his generation, the 2008 Fellow of the Academy, Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Well, I have a speech, but I'm not going to read it. 'Cause that's boring. The unstoppable, indefatigable, extraordinary Lord Attenborough, fondly known as Dickie, an extraordinary man. I want to pay tribute to him, an extraordinary, great filmmaker, and a great social worker, a great benefactor, and great friend. And I really want to say thank you, and I mean it with all my heart. What a great honor it is to receive this award from you. So that's what I wanted to say. And thank you, BAFTA, thank you for that very generous applause, and thank you for that hugely extravagant praise. All I can say is that my life in this acting game has just been one long drawn-out surprise. I'm surprised that I'm still here, for example. When I was a little kid, starting off in the YMCA Port Talbot, having no idea what I was going to do, because I didn't know what else to do. Sure beats working for a living. But I used to jump on the back of those double-decker buses and hold onto the white pole. I never wanted to go inside. I used to love swinging on the thing, you know, the wind in my face. And that's been a metaphor for my life in this business, because I didn't know what else to do. And as I say, it sure beats working. And I want to thank all the great directors I've worked with, and the great actors I've worked with, and those courageous producers and the wonderful writers. And also to thank my beautiful wife, Stella, who takes care of my health and well-being. And sometimes when we're sitting in the trailer at 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm eating a lukewarm pizza waiting for the last shot, she says to me, "Do you really think it's worth it at this time of your life?" And I say, yeah. It always has been worth it, and I guess it always will be until I stop. And that's all I have to say. I'm just a lucky guy to be here. I came to this business not knowing what I do. I still don't know what I'm doing. And it's such a strange business. But I'm just glad I'm a part of it. And thank you all very, very much. Thank you.
One quick last question. This comes from Ben Dalton at Screen. He says, congratulations, Sir Anthony. What needs to happen to support artists and the arts as we hopefully move out of this pandemic?
Oh, that's a difficult question to answer. I've no idea. Well, does anyone really? I mean, everyone. I know that everyone all over the world is trying the best they can. Governments and politicians and medical scientists trying their best to get this thing sorted out. It is a mess, and it is scary for millions of people, billions of people. I don't know where this is going. I don't think any of us do. But I think it helps us to pay attention from now on, to not take everything for granted, that people are really suffering in the world with this pandemic. And recently we just, there was an eruption in the Caribbean and St. Vincent's, and God, I mean, you think, is there no end to this? It's just horrifying. And but one lives in hope, and hope we come through. And awesome. I will say one thing about the film The Father. I'm proud of it, proud to be in it. But I think the pandemic we've been through is a parallel universe to the confusion that would hit somebody with dementia. The mass confusion of families who are stuck and cannot move, kids who can't go back to school, people who can't go to hospitals, people who are dying. And it's another reality. And I think this is a close parallel. It's not a cheerful parallel, but it is a close parallel. When you're losing your senses and anchors, as this man does in dementia, in a way it's reflecting on we are losing our anchors in families and in schools and education, economy. And God only knows. I just hope that we all hope that we'll come through this with some kind of sense of triumph and to take care in the future, I'm confident, I'm optimistic that we will do this, because the human species is a brilliant creative genius and yet a lot of trouble as well. So I'm hoping that we all pull through together,